Continuing our discussion on input and output libraries in Rust, in this lesson we will study about read trait. So read traits, these are also called readers, and these are the components that your program can read bytes from. And for example, reading input from keyboard or files. So these are the examples of readers or read trait types that implement read trait. And a read line method of this trait. So this trait has a read line method. This can be used to read data one line at a time from a file or a standard input stream. Now let's see a little bit about read line function. So its signature is like this, read line, and it takes a mutable reference to line and returns a result. So it reads a line of text and appends it to line, which is a string. And then the return value is IO result. So this is the number of bytes that was read. We will shortly see an example of this and it will be more clear. So its format will be like this. We have to create a reader, stdin, and then we initialize a line of type string, and then we will start reading. So read line, and we pass this line here and dot unwrap. So this stdin is a handle to the standard input stream of the current process, and this read line reads all the characters present in input buffer when it encounters end of line character. So quickly let's see an example in Rust. So as stated earlier, let's create a reader which will be a handle of stdio, stdin. So this we stored in a reader. And now let's create a mutable string line. Now let's read input from console. Let b and here we will pass that line. Now when it will accept input from the console, and when we press the enter key or the end of line character, then it will stop, and then we can print the value that was read. And let's also print the number of bytes that was read. Now let's run it. So now it's waiting for user input. So let's enter a few characters: ABC, CDE, EFG, H. So we have 3 plus 3 plus 4. So we have 10 characters, then one space here, 11, 12, and now we will press enter. So it will become 13. So it says line. So line comes from here, and the value of line is this, whatever we had entered, and it says number of bytes read is 13, as we just calculated. So this is how a read line function works, and this is a brief introduction to read trait in Rust. In the next video, we will study about write trait.